Trials with school assemblies.
School assemblies. It is basically you and 300 other students in an auditorium singing a gospel song or the national anthem, then listening to pointless messages by some random guest speaker or watching weird PSAs. And after the guest speaker has finished talking so much, he just tries to advertise his products, for example toys, just to make some quick money. Because in the moment, if you see a toy, you obviously are compelled to buy it, and this will go on for hours. So you get to skip some classes for an assembly, but at what cost? Just to hear the same stuff over and over and over again. Like, yes, we know we shouldn't do drugs, drink, vape, bully kids, or discriminate against races, and none of the things they preach in these assemblies really stick with you. I still see people vaping either in the bathrooms or after school. And speaking of that, the thing I found stupid in these assemblies is that why does the teacher even bring them up in the first place? I am 99.9% sure that elementary school kids won't be familiar with drugs, let alone do them. The worst part is that they will go in explaining all the types of drugs and everything. So the kids will end up researching these drugs, find an interest in them, and then end up doing them. That literally defeats the whole purpose of the assembly. So do yourself a favor and don't mention it at all. And you can't tell me you didn't have those anti-bullying or vape assemblies. And sometimes these assemblies will have nothing to do with the topic.
It's just like elementary. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember having an assembly.
Itself. Like, how does this relate to bullying in any way, shape, or form? The funny
no, I've been seeing the memes lately, bro.
To do with the topic itself. Like, how do
they do be having the most random shit in jail.
Does this relate to bullying in any way, shape, or form? The funny part about them is that the principal will make the bully come into the stage and embarrass him in front of the whole year group. How does the principal know?
What?
Of course, cause the nurse snitch on him. This is usually a punishment for the bullies. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's a very good punishment, because I don't want to be embarrassed in front of the whole year group. That's probably the worst. Then the principal probably invites some random guest talker to talk about how he used to be a bully and he ruined his life. And it'll be like, oh, pick on someone your size. Like, I promise you, nobody, not even the bully, is listening, bruv. It's useless talk. And he talks about it in a cringy RA, trying to cater to the kids in the assembly and trying to fit in this school culture slang. But it never really ends well. It's just some cringy R crap. Same thing with these school assembly vape PSAs. One time in my school, my teacher did out invited some lung specialists, stressing so much for kids not to vape. Out here bringing diagrams and shit. All the principal will try to gather the whole students in assembly, and then she'll be talking about, oh, she found a vape in the bathroom, and if she catches you with a vape, you're gonna get suspended. Like, I promise you, no one listens. There's always an assembly celebrating special awareness days like Black History Month or LGBTQ. The Black History Month assemblies either go hard or they are ass. There's no in between. But the Black History Month assemblies, we get to see performances from some random black dance group working it, grinding it, like they were listening for some American or British Got Talent or something. Or you got some white guy cosplaying or some black guy trying to speak black slang while telling the history about black people. Then he would attempt trying to sing some classic black songs. Like, bro, just stop it. You're being an absolute dingo. Oh, and I remember in school, we had them culture celebrations.
Y'all schools, I didn't get out of the hood. Well, not the hood, but I need to experience more shit, basically. Because, like, I never seen shit like this. Y'all school went all out.
In which students wore attires that represented the countries they came from. And oh my days, every student from their respective countries had some nice ass attires. Beautiful clothes representing their culture. Like, it was very nice to see. And did any of y'all get awareness assemblies where the purpose of the assemblies is to spread more awareness on these disabilities or health disorders like autism, cancer, or mental health? Nowadays, people in the background of the assembly will say that having a disability is a skill issue. Like, they will shout skill issue in the assembly. In the moment, it's funny, I can't even lie. So you and your fellow mate are trying to hold back your laugh, because if you laugh, the principal will tell you to stand up in front of the whole assembly and make you stand until the assembly finishes. And I don't want that to be happening to me, so I'm not laughing. Speaking of the teachers at assemblies, where do you get the teachers in the sidelines telling you to stop talking and focus on the assembly, even though they're making some weird ass noises with their chairs and eating crisp or talking to the other teachers? A bit hypocritical, don't you think?
We don't be having like assemblies, but we have like the shit, you know, like this shit every Monday. We don't do this shit really like often, frequently how we did, but like throughout the school year before, since it's like the end of the school year, we had testing and shit. But yeah, we would just come in. It would be like every week, I think. She'll come in that bitch. Just, I don't know. I forgot.
By the way, let me tell you something. Realistically, you don't want to be talking during an assembly because if the teacher catches you at the sidelines, they will climb over the students just to your seat and shout at you in front of all of the students in the assembly and the principal himself. And I remember a guest speaker in the assembly was talking about surviving World War II or something. Then elementary school students will ask the most dumbest questions like, oh, did he have a good time? Oh, did people die? Like, brother, what do you think?
Your mama's so sweet, the dentist has her on speed dial.
Your mama's so cool, I got her 1-800-FLOWERS.
You donut. After losing brain cells, the only thing I look forward to is a performance in an assembly. Usually these performances come in a show, a play, a dance, and more. My favorite part of these assembly performances is not for the dance crews because they really don't come to our school just to put their lives on the line to work it for entertainment. They were busting for real. But the plays were so cringy. Imagine you're an actor for these assembly plays and you have to play this character who is like, I don't know, a gay villain who kidnaps kids. Of course you're going to be uncomfortable playing these type of characters in a school play, but you still have to do it because the teacher and the students are encouraging you to go for it because apparently you're the best man for the job. So at the start of the play in the assembly, your part of the play comes in and
I ain't never been part of a play.
Acts talking about where are all the kids to eat. Bro, after that act in the assembly, everyone in the school is gonna love funny and refer to you as Mr. EDP 445 Junior. Then I got another story. One time, a group of students were performing a dance routine during the school assembly. One of the students accidentally tripped and fell. Then the rest of the students started falling like dominoes. Everybody was bursting out crying, you know. And bro, let me tell you the most embarrassing moment if you're ever performing in a school assembly. Imagine you're singing and no one is caring to even look at you perform. Motherfuckers will just be sleeping on your performance. Hell no! Nah, listen, if that ever happened to me, broski, deleting myself right there. And those school talent shows be golded, I ain't gonna lie. It always be the quiet boys with the most talents though. Like some crazy arcade magic tricks, some mad ass drum solos.
The quiet niggas really be having no talent. Right?
Some dude playing the fastest piano I've ever seen in my life, or some crazy mad talents that I don't even know about. It's always them. Oh, and you guys remember them classic assembly puppet shows? Oh, the nostalgia be hitting for real. The best era of assemblies are definitely the elementary school ones, without a doubt. There were guest speakers that were actually bringing us a good show for our entertainment. We all sang and did them coordinated dances that the bringing us a good shows are definitely the elementary school ones, without a doubt. There were guest speakers that were actually bringing us a good show for our entertainment. We all sang and did them coordinated dances that the dancing instructor would teach us. I remember having a school assembly activity. It was a general facts question game. The principal would split us into teams, and the team who answers the questions right wins the game. So the principal will ask general questions and anyone from any team who knew the answer will have to make a weird noise. You have to make that noise before anyone to be able to answer the question. If you make the noise before everyone but answer the question wrong, your whole team gets deducted 1 point. So you only make the noise if you know the right answer. So of course when the guys knew the rules, we all tried to team up with the nerds and the smart kids. But nah, the principal was having none of it. He wrote all the participants' names on a piece of paper and put it in a box and then shaked it to mix all the participants all up. Then he picked up 6 names from the box and that would count as one team. Then he picked up the next 6 names from the box and that would be another team, and so on. Unfortunately, unlucky for me, I was not teamed up with the smart guys and I got teamed up with the low IQ dumb pit guys. It's ironic me saying that because I didn't even know anything as well. The principal will ask simple questions like, where's the capital of America? And my man in my team would make the noise and say with confidence, it's the White House. It's Ohio. Yet we therefore did not win that assembly game, and our team was known as the Beetlejuices of the whole year. It was a fun assembly though. Oh, and I know Tommy NFG made a video on assemblies, and this brother said that back when he was in elementary school assemblies, he was making cotton candy in those assemblies. I wish I did that. And you remember those graduation assemblies where you get awards for being a good student, like getting the highest grades in a certain subject or being the most hardworking student? The awards will normally be certificate,
we'll have
badge,
awards.
and some chocolates and sweets. Y'all call it candy. Then after awards, your class president will say a speech and they will end it with the dance group giving a dance performance.
No,
and giving us some congratulations for the end of the school journey. Best high school assemblies, hands down. Everyone loved it. Assembly nowadays are just marketing, or the principal threatens you that if you don't study for exams and get trash grades, your life is completely over. You're gonna be some failure working at fast food, maybe McDonald's. Like, sir and miss, how are you gonna base the trajectory of my life over a whole paper? Assemblies are also just like one big warning meeting because some incident like a fight happened the day before. So the principal gathers everyone at the assembly and warns the students that if something similar to the incidents happens again, they would personally suspend you. By the way, me personally, those assemblies were useless as I was a good kid. I never had a fight with anyone. I never disrespected the teachers or did anything shady. So I basically used those assemblies to skip classes and sleep. Did anyone do this as well? Come on, I know you did. Some students in assemblies will be mad as well. You always got that one student fighting in an assembly and then merging himself with the rest of the students. Acts like he didn't do it. And she will stink so bad that we all burst out laughing. And you got that one student making weird, inappropriate noises while the principal was talking during the assemblies. And oh my days, you got that teacher's pet telling the students to shush during the assembly, acting like they're the teacher. Like, oh my God. If God wasn't watching me, I would give you the cleanest slap. Oh my God, my mama, bro. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to join the Patreon or the channel,
I'm not joining your Patreon though. Fuck your Patreon. I'm just playing, dog. Love you good though, man.